past that. What they'll do with the rotation. He's been under the weather.
Half the game because he was in foul trouble.
Well, it makes our district race just that much tougher.
All right, John, 1-2, 1-2. One, two, three, check test. One, two, tree.
I'll move the microphone. How's Tyler?
He doesn't have a headache today.
Good.
But they have to do 10-day protocol for concussion, so he won't be back for tonight or he'll test, but hopefully the next week.
I heard he got a concussion.
Yes, he was out. He has not ever hit the ground.
Really?
Yeah, he was out.
I didn't even see what happened.
We went back and watched it on you guys' film, and he was just turning to run up the court this way, and the other kid headed towards him. And they just collided. Yeah. So the kid's cheek hit Tyler right in the temple. It just knocked him out. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a little woozy getting it. He was worried about his
I was worried.
KACA. This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
It's the end of a long day and your feet are tired, or are you running behind schedule? But you need milk and eggs. You don't want to have to walk clear to the back of the store to get a gallon of milk and a dozen eggs. I suspect we all can relate to both of those stories. The great news is that this problem has been solved by Stokes Market in Preston with a recently installed new cold case right near the front door. If you just need a gallon of milk or some eggs, you can find them right inside the front door. Visit Stokes Market today in Preston.
We had no winner on Friday in the KCH Money Magnet Contest, and since I'll be out of town on Monday, we'll be adding $5 for each of those 2 days to the jackpot, and your next chance to win will come up Tuesday morning, and the jackpot will be worth $155. Be listening Tuesday morning during the 7 o'clock hour. It's the KCH Money Magnet Contest. $155 in the jackpot right here on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KCH.
A proud member of the Co-op. We save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH. Preston, Clark.
At Hillcrest game, Lyle can't be here, so we'll get somebody to run camera instead of using color.
It gets sworn in city council in Franklin that night.
Kids just tell the mayor you have something better to do.
Well, sorry, Mayor. I don't know how long it'll probably go until about 8.
That's all right, don't worry about it. Get my wife to come out and do camera. And
There's one I had circled on the calendar. I wanted to see. I don't know. If there's any more on yeah, the only other conflict would be at Blackford on Wednesday night.
okay. And that's not a problem.
So Century and Pokey are not turkeys and tell us we can't go broadcast from the gym.
I have to call him Monday anyway, because the girls play there on Tuesday. So I have to call and talk to both of them tomorrow or Monday anyway. Back. 1-2. 1-2. Test.
Test. Check. 1, 2, 3. Test.
All right, 30 seconds. This is your countdown for the Preston Indians pregame show. Pregame in 30 seconds from Mark. As we'll have a good game today, hopefully. And pregame show will start in 15 seconds from Mark. Pregame in 10 seconds from Mark. Have a good game. Pre-game show in 5 seconds from Mark. This is the Preston Indians pregame show. Coming up, we'll take a look at tonight's game. We'll hear from the coach and look at the pregame stats, all leading up to tonight's action. You're listening to live coverage of the Preston Indians on 105.5 FM, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com. And a very pleasant good evening, everybody. Welcome to Preston Gym as we have another evening of Preston Indian basketball for you, as tonight the Indians take on the Twin Falls Bruins. Dan Hubbard and Lyle Fuller here courtside. John Slaughter, our stage manager and camera video coordinator tonight. And John Beverly back in the studio this evening as well, as the Indians get ready to take on the Bruins tonight here from Twin Falls. With their win the other night over Blackfoot, Preston has now won 3 in a row again, and they improved their record to 10-1 on the year. But, Lyle, we found out just before the game that Preston's going to be a little bit more short-handed tonight with Tyler Linhart not able to go.
Yeah, Linhart suffered an injury in the second half there against Blackfoot. We weren't really sure on the broadcast what had happened. We've had some clarification. He took an inadvertent shot to the head, to the temple area, went down, and he'll be out. They're saying at least 10 days for concussion protocol. So Tyler's here sitting on the bench cheering his team on, and he'll be here tonight, but won't be in the lineup, not available, and that certainly shortens the rotation for the post guys inside. The good news is according to his mom, we talked just a few minutes ago, that he did not have any headaches today, which is a good sign, but still, protocols are protocols, and he's got to go at least 10 days. Yeah, safety first, and obviously with anything like that, and we'll miss him, but it's okay in the sense that we're not into the conference play yet. Right. So, we'll see what we can do. Other guys have to step up, and whether it's a twisted ankle or something like this, these things happen during the year, and gives another kid a chance to step up and play more. Chevy Nelson had been suffering from a little bit of the flu. He was out on the floor earlier. Tate Hess had been a little under the weather as well, as he comes out joining the team out on the floor here as well. So hopefully there won't be quite as much of a burden placed on the shoulders of Brett Larson here tonight. Yeah, and we saw Tate played in the JV game, which Preston won, by the way, a score of 45-37. But whether he plays more or whether they go a different direction with Cade Lords, we'll see. But Twin Falls has a lot of size. We could use some post guys here tonight. So Preston, having won 3 in a row, they're now 10-1. Twin Falls, they played last night at Minico. They led by 6 with about 3 minutes to go and end up losing by 6 as they kind of lost control of the ball over the last 3 minutes of the game. Yeah, the Bruins, a good team that went to state last year. We played them at state last year, and they lost quite a few guys off of that team. don't know if our fans remember Zach Ball, their big guy. I don't see him out here warming up. He's about 6'7", 6'8" range, but he's not. Doesn't appear to be warming up with the team here for this ball game. So we'll see who they come out with. But the Bruins have a great program, a lot of tradition there in Twin Falls, and they'll certainly be ready to play tonight.
So for Preston, they've beaten Twin Falls 7 out of the last 8 meetings, including the last 5 in a row. As we'll take a timeout, we'll come back and we'll talk to Coach Jones as we get ready for tonight's game. We'll do all that as we continue right after this.
KACH, my local radio.
It's easy, fun, fast, and affordable. Do all of your grocery shopping online at Stokes Market. Simply log into stokesgrocery.com. Select the Shop Online tab and shop for your items. Then select the pickup time that is convenient for you. Pay online, and if you can't get out, then have someone else pick up your groceries for you. Do your grocery shopping online and still shop locally. It's part of the new normal, and it's fun. Do it now. Shop, enjoy, save at stokesgrocery.com. When you're on the hunt for your next vehicle, you would be wise to hunt the lot at West Motor Ford in Preston. If you don't find the new or pre-owned vehicle that you're looking for, they will help you search the country high and low for the exact vehicle for you. At West Motor Ford in Preston, they also buy good used vehicles. You need cash now? Bring a good used vehicle to West Motor Ford and they'll write you a check. West Motor Ford in Preston.
WestMotorCompany.com.
Tonight's pregame visit with the coach is brought to you by Rounds & Associates Insurance Services Incorporated, the local independent insurance agency offering you many different options for all of your insurance needs. Call for your competitive quote today at 208-852-20. At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we've been in business since 1948. And while many of the faces may have changed, there's one thing that still stays the same: our personalized customer service. Our customers will always come first, whatever your needs. At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we have many different insurance options and can find the right option for you and your needs. Call us today to find out more. 208-852-2500. 208-852-2500, or drop by the office, 85 South State Street.
KACH.
Welcome back here to the pregame show. Tyler Jones, our guest, as we get ready to take on the Twin Falls Bruins here at Preston Gym here this afternoon. It's nice, another win at home, and now you come into the game 10-1 here on the year.
Yeah, I thought Blackfoot, that was a solid win. They were a good team, athletic, fast, and have some really good players. So I liked how we, in the second half battled and were able to come away with a big win. And we got to keep that momentum going here again at home tonight against Twin Falls.
I know that you guys like to play quick, but they almost did it on another level.
Yeah, no, they were. That was their whole, how they play. They want to get physical and get aggressive and pressure you and then run. And no, they were impressive how well they got up and down the court.
So we turn the page and kind of look at tonight, this game here against Twin Falls. You've beaten them several times in a row, but with the new coach here in his second year, it's kind of different what you can expect out of them.
Yeah, last year we played them 3 times, twice in the regular season, then in the first round of the state tournament. So we're familiar, a lot of things they want to do, their offense and things, and they have a great program. Coach Glenn's doing a good job. Got them to the state tournament last year, and they're scrappy. They have a couple of big kids, but they're both. One of them's injured, and he's not playing right. He hasn't played the last few games, but the perimeter, they're all quick and all shoot, and they execute really well. So we're going to have to really do a good job defensively.
I remember from the state tournament, it was still a very close game. It went down to the end. You only beat them by 4 points.
Yeah, no, right down to the wire. And they, their style, they're similar in Blackfoot. They're going to be physical. They want to deny you. They want to get up in you, and they're just really scrappy. And we're going to have to take better care of the ball tonight than we did the other night. We had way too many turnovers, and that's something tonight that'll be a big key to the game if we can protect the ball.
You talk about Blackfoot, their size. they got inside and got a lot of shots that they ended up missing from inside 3 or 4 feet.
Yeah, yep. And I did think we rebounded better the other night. We did win the rebound battle, which is huge. And tonight we're going to actually have a size advantage without their big kids. So we've got to get Brecker and Rhett getting rebounds and getting them the ball inside tonight as well.
So how do you go about taking on this Twin Falls team and knocking them off tonight?
I think defensively we got to make it tough on them. We're going to try to pressure them a little bit. I think we can create some turnovers, which if we do that, we can get some easy baskets and get out and run how we like to do. And without Linhart tonight, he won't play. He's going to probably be out, at least this week, and they said possibly next week with the concussion. So we're going to other people have to step up, and Cade Lords, I thought, did a really good job the other night defensively, and we need Will Hamlin, some of those guys to come in and really give us a spark to fill in.
I know some guys were battling a little flu bug going around. How's everybody else health-wise?
Yeah, I still a few of them a little bit, but I think they're getting their energy back, and hopefully we get that through us, and we'll be healthy here the last month and a half.
Hopefully everything will go good tonight, and speedy recovery for Linhart, and hopefully we'll come away with a win.
Yep, all right. Thank you.
That's Coach Jones with us here on the pregame show. Take a time out. Back with more right after this.
KACH.
Why just get a job when you can start an exciting career in healthcare? Franklin County Medical Center is now hiring. We are looking for talented people to join our team with multiple positions available across several departments. Day or night shifts, full or part-time. There's something for everyone. Make a difference in our community. Start a career at Franklin County Medical Center. We have competitive pay, referral bonuses, benefits including education assistance to help you advance your education and expand your career options. Find out more about what is available and apply at fcmc.org/careers.
The Preston Indians are back at Preston Gym on Wednesday night in a game of top 5 teams. The top-ranked Hillcrest Knights come to town, and it'll be a tough matchup for the Indians, who come in ranked 3rd in the polls. This could be a potential state final preview, so this will be a game that you don't want to miss. Join Lyle Fuller and myself for the call between the Indians and the Knights. Pre-game shows at 7:15 and the tip-off at 7:30 on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH and on mylocalradio.com, your home for Preston sports.
We all have had a time in our lives where having insurance has been of great comfort and has helped to not make a bad situation worse. That is what we at Naylor Insurance take pride in, being that friend there to help you when you need it most. At Naylor Insurance, we will work hand in hand to find an affordable insurance plan that works for you. We are proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your commercial insurance needs, including a wide variety of options through Liberty Mutual Insurance. Call us at 852-0810. Naylor Insurance, 153 North State in Preston.
Stop in at Preston Auto Parts Car Quest and save during the month of January. Autolite Double Platinum Spark Plugs. Buy 8, save $16 after mail-in rebate. 12-ounce can of WD-40 Spray-On Lubricant, just $5.49. And canisters of Armor All Wipes, mix and match different types, 2 for $10. Price is good through February 16th. Preston Auto Parts Car Quest, 17 South State Street, where you can save daily on the everyday products you need for your car or truck. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. Preston Auto Parts Car Quest.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Well, Lyle, we come to the point where we talk about keys to the game as Preston all of a sudden finds himself a little bit shorthanded, so a little bit different strategy, I think, going in.
Yeah, one of the keys to the game, I think, will be Rhett Larson staying out of foul trouble in there without Linhart, his normal backup, to come in if he does get in that foul trouble. Also, I think we had to get the ball early on to Brecker Knapp. He had 13 the other night, mostly in the second half. But if we can get him going earlier, I think that gets us off to a much better start. So I'd like to see that and see the Indians continue to share the ball, not let it stick in one guy's hand, and get things going early. Blackfoot kind of jumped on us. Let's see if we can get a better start tonight.
Yeah, exactly. So we invite you to stay tuned. Preston Indian basketball coming up as they take on the Twin Falls Bruins. That's on the way next.
KACA.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
It's the end of a long day and your feet are tired, or are you running behind schedule? But you need milk and eggs. You don't want to have to walk clear to the back of the store to get a gallon of milk and a dozen eggs. I suspect we all can relate to both of those stories. The great news is that this problem has been solved by Stokes Market in Preston with a recently installed new cold case right near the front door. If you just need a gallon of milk or some eggs, you can find them right inside the front door. Visit Stokes Market today in Preston.
We had no winner on Friday in the KCH Money Magnet Contest, and since I will be out of town on Monday, we'll be adding $5 for each of those 2 days to the jackpot, and your next chance to win will come up Tuesday morning, and the jackpot will be worth $155. Be listening Tuesday morning during the 7 o'clock hour. It's the KCH Money Magnet Contest. $155 in the jackpot right here on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KCH.
A proud member of the Co-op. We save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston.
It's time for Preston Indian basketball. The Indians take the floor as they look for another trip to the state playoffs. Tonight's game is brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meats and produce and now preparing and selling sushi. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Dental Care, when you have an occasion where you need someone to take care of your teeth, call Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care. Browns & Associates Insurance Agency, an independent agency with many options for all of your insurance needs. Preston Auto Parts Car Quest. They have the parts that you need to keep your car running strong. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building new homes in the Blue Sage Park region of Preston. Naylor Insurance for home, health, life, and auto from Liberty Mutual. And by Motor Jungle. They will fix the car that the other mechanics will refuse to touch. Tonight's game is made possible through an agreement between Preston High School and Cook Brothers Broadcasting and is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast of this game in whole or in part without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting is strictly prohibited. As we welcome you back here to Preston High School, as the Indians get ready to take on the Twin Falls Bruins. We apologize. We just a moment ago just lost our video feed, so we're going to we're efforting getting that back going again for you here, and hopefully we'll have that going back for you here momentarily. Starters for tonight's game: Wyatt Sosabal get to start tonight for the Bruins, as will Will Parcell. Sutton Plew, as a sophomore, will start tonight. Jared Mix, a 5'9 sophomore, and it will be Logan Pritchard, a 6'2 sophomore, filling in the middle for Zach Ball, who is injured and will not play tonight. So, time to meet the Preston Indians, who will start here this evening. As will be Rhett Larson, back in the middle, averaging 4.2 points per game. Cam Hobbs, averaging just over 10 points a game, will start tonight, as will Brecker Knapp. Knapp's averaging about 11.5 a game. Stephen Roberts came off a great game the other night against Blackfoot, averaging 5.5. And Drew Jones who leads the team in scoring, 12.5 points per game, and he's led the team in scoring in 4 of the last 5 games and 6 overall.
Yeah, a lot of balanced scoring for the Indians. Not really one guy that, towers above the other in the scoring column, which makes them hard to defend. Let's see how many guys get double figures here tonight.
As we get our picture back here on mylocalradio.com, and we appreciate your patience as we're about ready to get play in here this evening as Preston. This is almost a trap game, Lyle, because the 2 games after this against Hillcrest and against Pocatello, all of a sudden things start getting real, so they can't look too far ahead.
Yeah, exactly right. Hillcrest may be the best team in 4A. Certainly played that way this year. And Pocatello, of course, really good and a district game. So hopefully, the Indians can come out with good energy tonight and not overlook this Bruin team. You want to keep building momentum.
Tonight's game, the opening tip-off, brought to you by Motor Jungle, 597 North State Street in Preston. They'll work on all cars, even the ones that you drive, as the Indians control the tap. As it's in the backcourt, Cam Hobbs will bring it up in the front 47 feet. In the right corner, they get it down low to Knapp. Exactly what the doctor ordered, an easy layup for Brecker to open the game.
And pressure from the Indians trying to create those turnovers.
As they bounce it over as it goes to Sosa ball. In the corner, Pritchard doesn't take the shot. Back outside, wide open in the right corner is Mix for 3. No good. And Roberts has the rebound. They push up ahead to Jones. Great pass for the layup.
Way to find each other and push the ball. Quick timeout. Twin Falls.
37 seconds into the game, Twin Falls wants a timeout. And we'll keep it here for a moment. But tell you what, that's a great pass by Roberts, and one that an NFL quarterback could be proud of. Drop it over the linebacker, he hit his target right on the move.
Yeah, great start for the Indians. 2 quick baskets, and probably only 5 seconds on that last possession. They grabbed the rebound, and they were gone. The Indians like to play fast. They like to score a lot of points, as we've talked about. I guess every team likes to score a lot of points, but the Indians like to be in the 60s if they can. That's where they want the game to be played.
Twin Falls is a game under 500. They're 4-5. They're 1-2 in conference play in the Mojave River Conference. Taken away by Knapp, gives it back to Jones for another layup. 6-0 Preston. As here comes the Bruins up the floor, and he walked. He tried to make a cut and slipped, and then traveled. That was Petard. I was going to call him Pritchard. It's Petard. So a turnover, and here's Tegan Severe into the game, the senior.
Yeah, give him maybe a little more ball handling. He's about 5'8", guard.
Jones over there in the right corner, wants to drive, finds himself in the paint, gives it to Larson, 15 feet straight away, gives it back to Jones. Now on the left side, tries to drive, forgets to take the ball with him, gives it back to Larson from the left elbow. That's no good. Long rebound is off and picked up there by Purcell.
Oh, boy, quick 3. Air ball.
It's an air ball, and Hobbs has that rebound. Coming back the other way, Hobbs all the way. Jones in the left corner for 3. In and out. Brecker Knapp with the rebound, tries to go back up, but he's fouled. So good passing, good looks, and good shots here in the first 2 minutes and a half.
Yeah, Drew's 3 went halfway down, then came back out. Brecker with the board again. It's their first free throw. Dan, they had him for 17 rebounds the other night against Blackfoot. That is phenomenal board work by Brecker Knapp in that Blackfoot game.
As the second one by Brecker, he makes them both. He has 4 early on, and Preston leads 8-0 and come back out in that full court press again. Purcell back up into the front court. Gets cut off, gives it back to Sosa ball, wants to drive. Petard in the left corner, whips it back over his head, back to Sosa ball, now back outside to Purcell. They'll give it back to Severe at the top of the key as he tries to set up the offense. Not quite 2 minutes gone, Preston lead 8-0. Larson comes way out away from the bucket. Mix drives and a foul on the shot. Cam Hobbs will draw the foul. That'll be his first. And the first for the Indians is a foul apiece now on each side.
Yeah, Cam had cut off the drive, but just couldn't quite stop the shot without the foul.
This is the first shot by by Mix is good, and the Bruins are on the board. It's 8-1. In the first quarter of tonight's game, brought to you by Preston Dental Care. Stop by and see them at their office at 135 State Street. Mix makes them both, and it's 8-2. Here's Preston back up into the front court. Hobbs drives, gets cut off, double team down on the block, so he'll kick it back out as it comes back outside to Jones. Jones comes around the screen set by Knapp, still driving. Now turn around, about a 12-foot jumper, needs a bounce, won't get it. Larson tries to go up, never really had control of it, and lost it going up.
That looked like he halfway had it, not quite.
Purcell from the left corner, that's no good. Jones able to pull that down. Quickly, here come the Indians again. Snap pass to Hobbs up into the front court. His three-pointer is going to be short as Sosabal has that rebound. As Mix gives it back to Sosabal, now over on the left side, free throw line extended there as it goes back to Sevier. Back to Purcell now, back in that same spot. Back out top it comes to Mix. As James Glenn calling out the plays, you might hear him in the background. With that loss last night, Glenn, in his second year at the helm of Twin Falls, is now 19-19 as the head coach. Right corner, Purcell driving, splits the gap, loses it, but able to get it back, and now gives it back over in the left corner again, back to Mix. Back to Purcell. They'll give it back to Sevier as the Preston bench appreciates the defensive efforts. Down to 4:35 to play here in the first quarter. Still 8-2, Preston on top. As it comes back to Sevier. He'll hold it there, take a peek back behind him, back over at the bench, and that's a 5-second count and a turnover.
Long offensive possession ends in a turnover there for Twin Falls.
I don't think they even got a shot, did they? Yeah, I didn't
Nope.
think so. So good defense by the Indians. They get it back. Hobbs up into the front court. Roberts comes to get it, top of the key, back to Jones. Looks down low, gets it down to Knapp at the left block. Knapp turns and faces up, now bangs into his man, gets around him with a little drop step and missed it as the rebound is off to Sevier. 4:05 to play here in the first. As it goes back to Sosabal. He doesn't get a shot, so he'll give it back to Sevier, top of the key. Back to Pittard. As Lords will be in here for the Indians here in just a moment as he goes to the bench to the scorer's table to check in. Mix into the left corner, driving the baseline all the way, put it up and in. That's Will Purcell with his first 2 points of the game.
Yeah, he got half a step lefty on the left side. Hard to block that shot.
Hobbs down low on the block again, back to Knapp. That rolls in, comes back out, and tough shots a couple of times back down the floor for Knapp. Back up in the front court, here come the Bruins again as it's Purcell. Courtard, I should say, gets that.
Yeah,
Larson
right back in it.
Larson will try to draw a charge, but no whistle from the officials. So all of a sudden we're back to a 2-point game after Preston led 8-0. Get it down low to Larson. Nope, it's intercepted on the entry pass and taken away as Sosabal takes it away and gives it back to Mix. Pushes it up into the front court. Back to Sosabal. Pittard, three-pointer from the corner. Won't go. It's tapped by the Indians, and it's going to go out of bounds as Brecker was battling Purcell for the rebound, and Brecker knocked it out of bounds. Larson comes out. Roberts comes out. Hamlin and Lords into the game here for the Indians.
Preston gets a little smaller, but a little more perimeter shooting maybe.
Mix hands it off. Goes back to Sosabal, and he'll give it back to top of the key, back to Sevier. Now back to Mix again as Coach Glenn continues to yell out instructions. Mix wants to drive, gets cut off by Knapp. He'll give it back to Purcell, back to the top of the key. Lords is on him. Long three-pointer here by Mix. Needs a bounce, won't get it. First rebound inside. Picard tries to tap it free, but it's intercepted there by Knapp. Brecker crossover dribble, brings it back up into the front court, comes back to Jones, into the corner. Hamlin for three, no good. As Knapp able to grab the rebound, kick it back out to Jones again, down the middle, back to Lords on the left baseline. That's no good. Gets his own rebound, good hustle, able to go back and get it, and can't get that one to go down. All of a sudden, nothing will fall for the Indians.
Cold streak.
8-6, Preston leads, 1:50 to play here in the first, brought to you by Preston Dental Care. as it comes back to Sosa ball. Back to Mix right in front of the Preston bench. Back to Sosa ball, top of the key. His three from there is no good. Jones has that rebound. Drew will push again back up into the front court. Tries to go baseline. Back to Hamlin in the right corner. He drives, finds himself in a crowd, has his shot blocked. Here come the Bruins, 2-on-2. Bounce it back to Mix, laid up, and he missed the layup. And a foul underneath on the rebound as trying to go back up was Purcell. He missed the layup, and then he got fouled from behind by Lords.
Yeah. Twin Falls catches a break there. Mix misses a wide open layup, yet they get the rebound and get another shot at it.
And Purcell's first shot on the first foul shot is short.
Well, the Indians have been stuck on 8 for about 4 minutes of game time here or so.
Aiden Coates into the game. Second free throw is short again. He missed them both. And then Coach Jones says, hold on, I've seen enough. I want a timeout. 1:23 to play here in the first. Preston leads 8-6. We'll be right back.
KACH.
We all have those times when we need to see someone due to oral pain or discomfort. That is when you need to see Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care. When it comes to the health of your teeth, we should always strive for perfection and settle for excellence. Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care is the comfortable and professional general dentist that we all need from time to time. Contact Preston Dental Care today and make an appointment. Call 852-3700. That's 852-3700. Take the first step to healthier teeth and gums. Call Preston Dental Care, 208-852-3700.
KACH.
So Preston clinging to that 2-point lead, 8-6, with just a minute and 23 left here in quarter number one.
Yeah, they've had some good shots here. They just haven't fallen. We'll see what happens this time down.
Hobbs back to Jones. Another look at another three. That's good. Jones gets a three. Extends the lead out, 11-6. As they have the ball trapped in the corner, and what do we got? The held ball. That's going to stay with Twin Falls.
Hobbs, a nap down there causing the quasi-turnover, jump ball. Twin Falls keeps it.
Coates will bring it in from under the basket. They have two Coates on their team. Names are spelled differently, though. As it comes down low, Severe on the block. Gets it out as it goes to Gilman, and Gilman makes the basket and draws the foul. So Andy Gilman, one of the seniors on the club, will go to the free throw line. Yeah, they have a Aiden Coates, C-O-A-T-S, and an Alex Coates, C-O-A-T-E-S. As the free throw is no good. So Gilman misses the free throw. They're 0 for 3 from the line. Here's Hamlin's three. Good. High arching three as Hamlin makes that, and it's 14-8. 40 seconds to play here in the quarter as it comes back to Severe. Severe brings the ball back to the top of the key as it comes back to Gilman. Gilman holds. Back out top. It goes to Severe again. Wants to drive. Goes around. Knapp missed it on the layup. However, it's taken away underneath. They save it back to Pittard. His little 8-foot jumper is good. Back to a 4-point Preston lead with 14 seconds to play. Hamlin again for three. Just a little short. And Pittard has the rebound. Quickly, they get it to Severe with 8 seconds to play in the quarter. Down low, it goes to Coates. Tries to cross underneath, gets it back to Pittard, put it up and in. Pittard's got 6 of the 10 points as he scores on a layup right at the buzzer. Preston led by 8. They lead by 2 as we go to the second. 14-12 is the score. Second quarter brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Coming up right after this.
KACH.
We all have those times when we need to see someone due to oral pain or discomfort. That is when you need to see Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care. When it comes to the health of your teeth, we should always strive for perfection and settle for excellence. Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care is the comfortable and professional general dentist that we all need from time to time. Contact Preston Dental Care today and make an appointment. Call 852-3700. That's 852-3700. Take the first step to healthier teeth and gums. Call Preston Dental Care, 208-852-3700.
KACH.
Advertise your open positions on the radio. You'll be amazed how quickly you see a response. You'll reach more people for less. The Job Stop includes radio and internet advertising. Call us for more info. We're a local company with a toll-free number, 833-856-9625. That's 833-856-9625.
KACH. MyLocalRadio.com.
Preston has the ball to start the second quarter in a 2-point lead as Jones gives it off to Roberts. Free throw line extended right. Back out top to Larson. Rhett holds it down low in the paint. It goes to Knapp. Tries to use the glass. Comes up just a little off. And once again, here comes Coates away with the rebound. He gives it off to Dickerson up in the front court. Dickerson gets it back. A three-pointer for the lead is no good. And Hamlin has the rebound. Will push for the Indians. Back up to the front 47 feet. Back to Jones. Straight away, he'll hold it there as Dickerson now will move in on him. Dickerson is a 5'9 senior. First name Hollis. Good tough defense here against Jones as well as it comes back to Roberts again, back to the top of the key. Roberts bounces it to Knapp. Brecker back to Jones. Drew driving down low. Larson with a great pass. And Rhett has his first 2 points of the game.
Yeah, the play was made by Jones with that drive and great dish inside.
Nice to see Larson get some points. He was scoreless the other night against Blackfoot. Here's Dickerson with the ball in the front court. They'll lob it to the key. Coates has it there. He'll turn. Little 14-foot jumper, no good. Larson has the rebound there. He'll give it back to Roberts back up in the front court. Hamlin looks at a three. Instead, he'll fake it and give it off to Roberts. Steve drives, put it up and in. Roberts averaging right at 5.5 points a game, gives Preston that 6-point lead once again at 18-12. Coates gives it off in the corner. Dickerson, he's standing out of bounds. Yep. Absolutely. Little shuffle of his feet before he went up for the shot and stepped on the line.
Easier to be open if you have 1 foot out of bounds. Create more space for yourself.
Absolutely. 18-12, 6:15 to play here in the first half. Dan Hubbard and Lyle Fuller from Preston Gym with you tonight as Jones has it, wants to drive on Dickerson, pulls it up, tries to snap the pass down low to Larson, but coming across was Gilman to get his hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
Yeah, that was the twin of the play that Larson scored on last time down, but this time Twin Falls sniffed it out.
Bound, get it in, kick it back outside. Hamlin looks at a three, that's no good. Good rebound by Larson, gives it to Roberts for the short J. Stevens got 4 here in Preston's lead, back out to 8 points again at 20-12. As they try to trap the ball, they can't. Purcell wants to drive, gets down low, can't get a shot, kicks it back outside. Gelman for 3 is good.
Purcell drew so much attention, Gelman finds himself wide open.
Gelman comes in with 5 quick points here in the quarter, and it's 20-15. Larson has it, give it off to Roberts. Hold it there, swing it back over to Jones. He looks at a 3, looks good, just a little short as Coates has that one. Give it back to Dickerson again, back up in the front court. We're going to end and seesaw on the scoreboard as well right now as Dickerson has it in the left corner, kick it back out. Gelman has it again, all the way in the corner as it goes to Purcell. Good ball movement by the Bruins, but the shot there put up as an air ball by Coates, and it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, that was everything but the shot. Oh, now Roberts needs some help.
Everybody ran off and left Roberts by himself as he finds Hamlin wide open eventually to get the ball into him. So Roberts up into the front court. Looks. Larson down almost underneath the basket is Knapp, but a bad angle and he missed it. Ahead they get it to Gilman. It's off his hands, saved on the floor. Preston will come back the other way quickly as it goes to Jones. Drew stops, gives it off. Roberts again for the layup, no good. Knapp taps it 2-3 times and finally comes back to Jones. Reverse layup, spin it up, missed it. And the rebound this time comes off and punched away, and it'll stay with Twin Falls as Purcell had it and Knapp punched it away from him.
Yeah, the Indians again with some shots right at the rim, just won't fall.
You know, we talked about how many shots that Blackfoot missed from inside 3 or 4 feet last game, but right now, same thing happened to the Indians. Offensive foul as Purcell knocks into Rhett Larson.
Yeah, Rhett got it that time. Referee swallowed his whistle last time Rhett went down. This time he picks up the charge on the Twin Falls player.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Preston Auto Parts Car Quest. Whatever you need for your car, they have it at Preston Auto Parts. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. Preston Auto Parts Car Quest, 17 South State Street in Preston, as they also bring you the second quarter of tonight's game. Time call for a moment. We do a little mop job as Rhett Larson left a little bit of a puddle down there.
Yeah, Athletic Director Brent Knapp out there with the towel. Good job, Brent.
20-15, Preston on top. 4:15 to play here in the first half. Roberts takes it down, free throw line extended right, back to Knapp. Going to make sure he doesn't miss that one, as Brecker has 6 here in the first half, and it's 22-15, a 7-point advantage. Up in the front court, Petard gives it to Coates, holds it there. Comes back to Mix again, back into the game. Jared Mix. Mix, a sophomore. Not only this is a good team, and they're also still young and rebuilding the program. Back to Mix again. Bounces it back to Dickerson, who a blocking foul on Jones. That's the 4th team foul against the Indians, the first one against Jones tonight. As Kate Lords comes back in. As they bounce it in, it comes to Petard, and a whistle almost immediately as Knapp, not sure if he's angry with himself or angry at the officials. But either way, it's his 1st and 5 on the team.
Yeah, Brecker thought he had a steal there, but it'll stay here. Twin Falls ball.
So Dickerson gets it in, now gets it back as they got it into Coates. Back out top. Gilman has it, holds it there, still holding. Coates comes to receive the pass, back to Gilman. Almost lost it. Jones almost got away from it. Jones pokes at it again, and finally Gilman says, here, somebody else take it before this guy steals it from me. Give it over to Dickerson, top of the key. He'll bounce it over as it comes back to Coates again. Coates, good tight defense there by Jones, comes back to Dickerson, back to the top of the key, lob it down low, and it's taken away by Knapp. Here comes Brecker all the way. Kick it back outside to Hamlin, back out to Roberts. A 3 from straight away, in, out, stays out. Lords with the rebound, has it blocked. Knapp able to keep it on the floor as it comes back to Hamlin. As get it inside, this time Roberts in the glass. Blocking foul, count the basket.
Roberts with the basket foul shot.
Good use of the backboard from straight on there. Roberts with a great drive.
23 seconds, blue back in.
Foul went against Aiden Coates. His first, team's 3rd for Twin Falls, and now Roberts at the free throw line to try to complete the 3-point play. And Steve, a little short on that first attempt here tonight. He's had a little bit of a struggle going from the free throw line the last couple of games. As it's over to Gilman on the left side, brings it back out to the top of the key. Sutton Plew into the game for the first time, as Gilman will give it off back to Petard, top of the key, gives it back to Gilman. That's no good. Roberts up high to grab the rebounds for the Indians. Here comes Preston again the other way. Bounce it down low. Lords missed the layup again, and a foul on Knapp from behind.
Yeah, it looked like Kate should have taken that up on the left side of the hoop there. Didn't necessarily need to reverse it.
He opted to go for the reverse anyway and missed it. So Knapp now with 2 fouls has to come out. Rhett Larson comes back onto the floor here for the Indians. They get the ball in, they trap it in the backcourt, and then Roberts had the pass and then dropped it out of bounds. Steve almost had himself a steal.
Yeah, he was right there. Indians with this pressure again.
Wyatt Soloball back into the game. 2:19 to play here in the first. Low scoring first half for the Indians with only 24 points. As they get him back up into the front court. Here comes Plew. Plew gives it off to Mix. His 14-foot jumper is no good. Ball loose underneath. Petard had it, was stripped away, and We got a foul here against Will Hamlin. And that'll be 1-1 here for Petard as Logan goes to the free throw line. Preston leading by 9, 24-15.
We haven't seen much of Hobbs here in the second quarter.
As Petard misses, that's his first miss of the year from the free throw line. 2 minutes to play. Preston up by 9, 24-15. Jones has it on the left side. He'll dribble it back out top with Plouffe following him all around the floor wherever he goes. Plouffe knocks the ball away and now takes it away. Wants to drive, gets down the middle. He'll kick it back outside. Mix for three, no good. And the Lords with the rebound. As a couple of different Bruins try to take it away from him, but he's able to pull it back safe and get it back up to Jones, back up in the front court. 1.5 to play here in the first. Preston still leading by 9. It comes to Roberts. Back out top, it comes to Lords again. Swing it back over to Hamlin. Hamlin has good hands there by Mix. This time he punches it away and it goes out of bounds right in front of the student section. Roberts will step out of bounds to bring it back in here for the Indians as Larson comes out to receive the pass and gives it back to Roberts. Back to Hamlin now in the left corner, and they'll give it back to Roberts as Coach Jones starts yelling out instructions from the bench. Roberts looks down the left side, can't go there, so he'll bring it back out top again. And offensive violation here against the Indians.
5-second call? What's the call? Or
trying to decide, was it just a timeout? Yes, it was. So Preston wants a timeout here with 1:09 left here in quarter number 2. They lead 24-15, and we're back right after this.
KACA.
Stop in at Preston Auto Parts Car Quest and save during the month of January. Autolite Double Platinum Spark Plugs. Buy 8, save $16 after mail-in rebate. 12-ounce can of WD-40 spray-on lubricant, just $5.49. And canisters of Armor All wipes, mix and match different types, 2 for $10. Price is good through February 16th. Preston Auto Parts Car Quest, 17 South State Street, where you can save daily on the everyday products you need for your car or truck. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. Preston Auto Parts Car Quest.
KACH.
There you go. Look at the scoreboard. 24-15. Preston leading by 9 with 1:09 left.
Indians have held the Bruins here 3 points so far in this quarter.
Larson gives it back to Roberts. Circles across the top of the key. Now gives it back to Jones. Comes around the screen set there by Larson. Spins. And they're going to call it travel. Yes, they did. The little spin move, he lost his balance and needed to take an extra step before he went down.
Yep.
Full court pressure again put on by the Indians. Mix up into the front court. Wants to drive. Gets a little operating room as Roberts falls off him. Then missed about the 10-footer as Roberts able to get the rebound. Back up in the front court. Hamlin's wide open for three. Good. He's got his second of the game, and Preston with a 27-15 lead. They lead by a dozen, their biggest lead of the game so far. Soloball has it. 26 seconds to play in the quarter. Purcell back on the floor, wants to drive. Jump stop in the paint, loses the ball, picked up there. They kick it back outside. Petard, top of the key, is good for three.
Three-point basket, number 33, Logan Pittard.
So Pittard with the basket. 27-18, back to a 9-point lead. They take it away. Taken away by Plouffe, driving, put it up, missed it. Rebound down low, but the whistle helped bells out the Indians as Pittard had it underneath with virtually nobody around him. So they were able to get away, and Preston had a 9-point lead most of the quarter, and they'll go to the halftime break with the 9-point advantage as well. So we'll go to the halftime, brought to you by Ralph's Construction. Preston leading 27-18. We'll be right back.
KACA.
Ralph's Construction has been building quality homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston for years. Now they're breaking ground on Phase 3 and will have homes available again soon. However, now is the time to be planning exactly in the Phase 3 lots where you want to be and eventually call home. For more information, call 435-232-1837. Ralph's Construction can have a home ready for you before you know it. Remember, they have floor plans available, or they can build to suit a floor plan that you may desire. Ralph's Construction. Call today, 435-232-1837.
Saving money by shopping with coupons is finally worth it. You don't have to spend hours looking for places to clip the coupons. They can be right at your fingertips on any smart device. Log into your Stokes Market Rewards account to find dozens of coupons every week. It's so easy you can't afford not to use coupons as you shop. They can help you put your rewards account on your smart device at the service desk at Stokes Market in Preston. Shop, enjoy, save with digital coupons at Stokes Market in Preston.
The Preston Indians are back at Preston Gym on Wednesday night in a game of top 5 teams. The top-ranked Hillcrest Knights come to town, and it'll be a tough matchup for the Indians, who come in ranked 3rd in the polls. This could be a potential state final preview, so this will be a game that you don't want to miss. Join Lyle Fuller and myself for the call between the Indians and the Knights. Pregame shows at 7:15 and the tip-off at 7:30 on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH and on mylocalradio.com, your home for Preston sports.
Franklin County Medical Center Sports Therapy and Rehabilitation Services is dedicated to helping you live your best life. We have trained professional staff to help you improve your athletic endurance and so much more. Whether you are recovering from injury or surgery or need some basic athletic training, we work hard to get you back to doing what you love most. Our speech pathologist can also assist with communication, language, or other speech issues. Learn more about our services at fcmc.org.
We had no winner on Friday in the KCH Money Magnet Contest, and since I will be out of town on Monday, we'll be adding $5 for each of those 2 days to the jackpot, and your next chance to win will come up Tuesday morning, and the jackpot will be worth $155. Be listening Tuesday morning during the 7 o'clock hour. It's the KCH Money Magnet Contest. $155 in the jackpot right here on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH.
KACH.
Welcome back here to Preston High School. Indians leading 27-18. Those who are watching on My Local Radio get a chance to watch and hear from the Preston Pep Band out on the floor here at the break. And Lyle, Preston got off to a great start, and all of a sudden nothing would fall for them.
Yeah, kind of sputtered there offensively for a while. Picked it up a little bit again with a couple of threes as the second quarter wore on. But they come out in the halftime now with somewhat of a comfortable lead, but certainly one where they'll look back and say there were a lot of missed opportunities in that first half with shots we had right at the rim that just wouldn't fall for us.
Yeah, they lead by 9. They could very easily be leading this by 20+.
Yeah, Twin Falls has they had a couple threes there at the end of the second quarter, but they've kind of struggled offensively, and the Indians are not able to capitalize maybe as much as they'd like on that.
So we'll see how the Indians can do. I guess probably the most frustrated person in the first half was Brecker Knapp, who had 6 points in the first half, but could have had a lot more than that. He missed a handful of shots from inside 3 or 4 feet.
Yeah, Brecker was getting good position down there. We were finding him, good entry pass, and all those things were good, and just had some shots not fall. Hopefully he can come out in the second half and have those go in. He's normally a very high percentage scorer in there in that painted area.
This is the Ralph's Construction halftime report. Remember, they're building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Contact them now about a lot in the Phase 3 area that they're getting started with. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837. We'll come back, check the first half stats. Brought to you by Naylor Insurance next.
KACH.
We all have had a time in our lives where having insurance has been of great comfort and has helped to not make a bad situation worse. That is what we at Naylor Insurance take pride in, being that friend there to help you when you need it most. At Naylor Insurance, we will work hand in hand to find an affordable insurance plan that works for you. We are proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your commercial insurance needs, including a wide variety of options through Liberty Mutual Insurance. Call us at 852-0810. Naylor Insurance, 153 North State in Preston.
Webb Funeral Home, established in Preston in 1925, has served the needs of Franklin County families and their neighbors for several generations. Now in their modern new full-service facilities just off Highway 91 south of Preston, Webb Funeral Home continues to offer caring and professional services to all residents of the area in their time of need. Funeral directors Douglas Webb, Ron Smaley, and Jordan Webb, along with aftercare specialist Jody Rasmussen, thank you for your trust in them and welcome your questions and concerns anytime. A message from your friends at Webb Funeral Home.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Well, time for a look at the stats in the first half, brought to you by Naylor Insurance. Remember, they are there to help you for home, health, life, and auto for Liberty Mutual Insurance, 153 North State Street in Preston. For the Twin Falls Bruins in the first half, Andy Gelman with 5 points in the second half was second high on the team in scoring. Will Purcell had 2, Jared Mix had 2, and Logan Petard finished the first half with 8. Twin Falls was 1 of 4 from the free throw line and had 1 shot go in from behind the arc.
Preston Indians, Dan, overall 8 for 20 on 2-point field goals, 3 for 9 on threes, and 2 for 3 from the line. Last game, Dan, against Blackfoot, the Indians shot 28 free throws, only 3 free throw attempts here in the first half for the Indians. Individual scoring-wise, Cam Hobbs played in that first half, did not score. Drew Jones had 7. He hit 2 twos and a 3. Steve Roberts had 6 points in the first half for the Indians on 3 2-point field goal attempts. Brecker Knapp had 6 on 2 two-pointers and a couple of free throws. Rhett Larson had a basket for 2 points. Tyler Lindhort, of course, did not play. He's out with that issue we talked about in pregame. Cade Lords came in and played, got 3 rebounds but did not score. And Will Hamblin had 6 points on a couple of three-pointers. And that rounds out the scoring for the Indians. 27-18 at halftime. Indians up.
So those who may have been watching the football games earlier today, Kansas City held on to beat the Denver Broncos 28-24. And the Utah Jazz are underway as they trail early on, 64-52. That game actually just started into the third quarter. So we'll take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll have the second half of tonight's game for you. Preston leading by 9 at halftime. This has been the Ralph's Construction Halftime Report, and we will be right back.
KACH.
Stop in at Preston Auto Parts Car Quest and save during the month of January. Autolite Double Platinum Spark Plugs. Buy 8, save $16 after mail-in rebate. 12-ounce can of WD-40 Spray-On Lubricant, just $5.49. And canisters of Armor All Wipes, mix and match different types, 2 for $10. Price is good through February 16th. Preston Auto Parts Car Quest, 17 South State Street, where you can save daily on the everyday products you need for your car or truck. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. Preston Auto Parts Car Quest. The Preston Lady Indians continue conference play on Tuesday night when they head to Century to face the Lady Diamondbacks. The Lady Indians are ranked in the top 5 in both the coaches and media polls, and they'll face a Century team that's had some struggles so far this year. Join us Tuesday night from the Snake Pit. The pregame show is set for 7:15 and the tip-off at 7:30. It's the Lady Indians and the Lady Diamondbacks on FM 105.5 at AM 1340 KACH and on mylocalradio.com.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Well, we welcome you back. We get ready to start the second half of tonight's game. Preston leading 27-18 as they look to extend what is now a 3-game winning streak and a 10-1 record overall on the year.
Yeah, interesting lineup here starting the second half. Chevy Nelson will see his first action of the game starting for Larson, and Hobbs back out there at the point guard.
Chevy was one of those guys who've been a little under the weather of late, so good to see him out on the floor. They'll start right away with a three-pointer put up there by Purcell. That's no good. and Hobbs has the rebound. They push up into the front court as it comes to Knapp, and Brecker called for a charge, and that's his third.
Yeah, a little bit of a flop there, but not a bad call by the ref.
So just like that, Knapp's got to come out with 3 fouls as Larson will come back up, and that'll put Chevy up the floor to play defense instead of back playing deep. As Pittard receives the inbound pass, gives it back to Purcell. Purcell looks down the left side, Nelson right on him. Back out top, it goes to Sosabal again. Sosabal will bounce the ball over to Mix. Free throw line extended right. Now back to Sosabal, wants to drive. In the corner, it goes to Purcell. Driving across, kicks it back. Pittard for 3 is good, his second of the game. Pittard's got a dozen. And it's a 27-21 lead for the Indians, bound down to 6 points. Jones up into the front court. Give it off for Roberts. Skip pass all the way across. Hobbs for 3. Good.
Good cross-court find by Roberts. Hobbs cashes it in.
His first points of the game. Pittard has it again back up into the front court as the Bruins able to break the full court pressure. Throw it over to Plu on the right side. Free throw line extended. He'll bring it back out top again as Mix has it. On the left side, it goes back down to Solobal. Lob it up toward the free throw line. Pittard turns, gives it back to Mix, drives the baseline. Almost stepped out of bounds. They didn't say he did. Then he gets his own rebound, and he's fouled underneath.
Yeah, everybody for Preston just kind of stopped and ball watched instead of going and grabbing the rebound. Coach Jones over there saying grab it, demonstrating grab it.
Foul goes on Rhett Larson, his first. Second on the Indians as a team here in the second half. And you got to get it in as they get it into Pittard. Pittard will give it back to Mix. 9-point lead for the Indians, 30-21. They led by 9 at halftime. As Purcell drives, gets it back. Pittard another 3. Needs a high bounce, won't get it. Nice rebound by Hobbs to jerk it away there from Plu. Up into the front court. Roberts, a 3 from the left corner is no good. Larson hustles and grabs the rebound. And then it'll be a held ball, but it's going to stay with Preston. Good hustle on the rebound there.
Yeah, it looked like Larson was not in the frame. Then he zipped in there and grabbed the ball.
Hobbs. Bounce it down low to Larson. Rhett gets it to go down for him. So the lead back out to 9 and 11 again, 32-21. Up in the front court, here come the Bruins. Purcell, baseline, shoots over Nelson. That's no good. Hobbs has the rebound. As we kick it back outside, Jones looked at the long 3, didn't take it, now wants to drive. Free throw line, give it back to Larson. Rhett will shoot that. He's feeling it now. He's got made a couple of shots in a row. He's got 6 as Chevy pressures the ball in the backcourt. They double team it as they get it over to Solobal. And now Jones takes it away. Good pressure by the Indians. Hobbs in the left corner doesn't shoot that. Larson comes up to get it from the top of the key. That one's no good.
Heat check.
As it comes back, Mix has it. Driving all the way around Larson. Missed the layup. Rhett fights for the rebound and taps it forward to Roberts. Here come the Indians again. Back up the floor. Back to Hobbs. Lay it up and in. Hobbs has 5. Preston leads by 15. Their biggest lead of the game. Up front, they get it to Purcell for the layup. They're able to break the press that time before Preston could really get back. As they'll pick the ball up at midcourt, will the Bruins, as Jones comes across the midcourt stripe. Hobbs, free throw line extended left. Goes to Nelson, top of the key, back to Roberts. Roberts gives it back to Jones. Goes around his man, finds himself in the paint. Little floating 12-footer is good.
Yeah, got right in the middle of the key, and the defenders all faded away from him. Nice little shot.
Jones, the leading scorer on the team at 12.5 points a game, now with 9 in the contest. As Purcell wants to drive, and Nelson comes over and gives him a little bump.
Yeah, Chevy a little late on that rotation.
Chevy looks a little winded. He's been fighting the flu all week. And Lord's going to come in to replace him.
Yeah, Chevy hustled really hard out there, gave a lot of energy. Yeah, he's winded.
So Pittard will go to the bench as Lance Moffitt, number 24, comes in. As they bounce the ball into Moffitt, and he's fouled going up by Larson.
Yeah, that's one of those where you gotta keep track of the ball and your man. Turn your head for a second, and they'll get a layup on you.
That's 4 team fouls against the Indians here in the second half. None against Twin Falls so far. So here's Moffitt at the free throw line. And the first one is no good. That's a bit of a surprise as Moffitt, an 83%er coming into the game, but he missed the first one.
Yeah, one of their bigger kids, about 6'5", post player.
Moffitt ready again. And he missed them both as they will be tapped, and it's going to stay with the Bruins underneath.
Yeah, Lord's there trying to corral it, just couldn't quite haul it in.
38-23, Preston still leads by 15. As they cross in the paint, give it back down low to Mix. Somebody got lost on defense, and Mix able to put it in. Here's Jones quickly back up to the floor for the Indians. Back to Larson, lay it up. Larson makes the basket and the foul. That's the first foul of the half. It goes against Lance Moffitt, his first. And Larson back to the free throw line, can equal his season high, but nope, he missed the free throw. He has his season high is 9. He has 8 here in the game. As Purcell again with another 3, too long. Lords has that rebound for the Indians.
So Brecker Knapp out with those 3 fouls, but Retz picked up the scoring slack there.
He has 6 points here in the quarter as he hands the ball to Hobbs, driving all the way around Moffitt. It gets the roll and it goes in.
Boy, pretty drive.
42-17. Preston extends the lead a little bit more as it comes to Mix up in the front court. Mix holds, now gives it off to Coates, just back into the game. Back over on the far side, Sevier back into the game here as well. He'll bring it back out top. 3:15 to play here in the third. 42-25. Preston leads by 17. As the ball gets away, is dropped, and they're going to call it a held ball as Roberts and Coates both going for it, and the held ball will stay with the Bruins.
I thought Bruins had the last held ball, but I guess not.
No, the Indians did. That's right. So they'll bring it in front of the bench. Purcell bounces it in as it comes to Sevier. Back out to the top of the key. Give it back to Mix. Looks at a long 3. No good. And Roberts grabs the rebound. Quickly gets it out to Jones. Here come the Indians 2-on-2. Spin move by Jones. In the paint. Put it in.
Fancy and nice.
Jones has 11. And Preston's lead now back out to 19. As Mix loses it, gets it back. Should have been a double dribble as he missed it anyway as it comes to Lords. Back up in the front court, Hobbs has it right corner. Back to Roberts. Hamlin just tempting, itching to shoot that ball, but doesn't dare shoot it from that far out.
Yeah, he sure thought about it, though.
Hobbs will hold it up. Look down low. Lords comes to get it at the right elbow. Mishandled it. And able to get it back. And then finally a foul on Moffitt, who, remember the old school line prank where the one guy comes up and pushes somebody else behind him because there's somebody on his knees behind him and he falls over? That's pretty much what Moffitt just did.
Picks up the foul. And now we'll see Knapp back in.
So Brecker comes back in. Moffitt with a couple of fouls. Now 2 team fouls on the Bruins. Hobbs down the paint, finds himself all alone, spins in, and kind of finally rolls out. Here comes Gilman back up into the front court for the Bruins. Give it back to Sevier. Swing it back here to Coates. In the corner, it comes back to Purcell. Wants to drive the baseline, and he gets cut off by Lords, but fouled by Lords in the process.
Yeah, they like to have Purcell on the left side being a left-hander. And, you got to get to his strong hand and cut off that drive.
That's 5 team fouls now against the Indians. So the ball will remain in the hands of the Bruins, baseline front court. They get it in as it comes into Gilman. Back out top, it comes to Purcell. He'll hold there. Back to Sevier, standing in three-point country, doesn't take the shot. Wants people to clear out as he brings it back out top. Back on the left side, it comes back to Gilman. Free throw line extended there. Comes around the screen. They switch. Knapp has him, but they work it all the way back down in the corner again. Back to Sevier on the right side. Sevier again picked up there by Knapp. Now he wants to drive, kick it back to Purcell. Again, won't take the three. Now he does, and it's off, and Hamlin has the rebound. Again, here comes Preston, and it's Hobbs again. Jones for three from the left corner, no good. Long rebound comes off to Lords as he's trying to rip his arm loose from Purcell. Back to Hobbs, missed the layup. As Sevier has Gilman has the rebound as he gets back across the timeline working against Jones. Back to Purcell, crossover dribble, goes up against Knapp and missed it, and a foul call by the outside official. To this against Brecker, it's 4.
Yeah, I think that, yeah. Oh, 20.
Wow, the foul was an offensive foul against Gilman. But Purcell's still going to go to the line.
Still lined up to shoot. Now the referees are going to
can't
talk. Coach Glenn from Twin Falls is incredulous.
They call the foul on Gelman on the shot. That's got to be just an offensive foul, and Preston gets the ball back as the Indians all start to walk down the floor the other way, and now the Bruins do as well. Gelman comes over and apologizes for something to Jones.
Yeah, the referee's explaining that he had Gelman he had Gelman on the foul before Purcell's shot. That's the explanation.
Okay. So, first on Gelman, third on the team. 1:03 to play here in the quarter. Preston leads by 19, their biggest lead of the night, at 44-25. Hobbs with a good third quarter and a technical foul called against James Glenn. Yeah. The technical foul is a team foul as well, so that's 4 now on the team. And a couple of free throws coming up here for the Indians to try to extend the lead with 58 seconds left in the quarter.
As Coach Glenn was arguing that last call, I think the refs had finally just heard quite enough. And said, that's it.
Glenn has not appreciated these referees at all today, to be quite honest with you, as Jones will go to the free throw line. Jones, a 77%er, makes the first. It gives him 12. That equals his average. He had 18 the other night against Blackfoot as he makes them both. So 46-25, the lead grows to 21. This game brought to you tonight by West Motors. West Motors in Preston and Logan. You want to save money on a car, new or used? Stop by and see West Motors today. So here's Hobbs up into the front court as the Indians get the ball back after the technical foul. As Hobbs will take it back, and then Jones wants a timeout with 48 seconds to play in the quarter. So a timeout on the floor. We'll take one here as well, and we'll be back again right after this with Preston leading by 21 here on KACH.
KACH.
The Preston Lady Indians continue conference play on Tuesday night when they head to Century to face the Lady Diamondbacks. The Lady Indians are ranked in the top 5 in both the coaches and media polls, and they'll face a Century team that's had some struggles so far this year. Join us Tuesday night from the Snake Pit. The pregame show is set for 7:15 and the tip-off at 7:30. It's the Lady Indians and the Lady Diamondbacks at FM 105.5 at AM 1340 KACH and on mylocalradio.com.
KACH.
Indians back home Wednesday night, and I cannot implore you enough to come out and join us Wednesday night, as this will be a game of the year. Number 1 seeded Hillcrest against the number 3 Indians.
Yeah, the Knights have already beaten, I think, every 5A team up in their area, Rigby, Thunder Ridge, and all those guys. They have a few losses that are to big Utah schools, but really good Hillcrest team. That'll be a fun game.
Yep. We played them 3 times, I think it was last year, and they beat us 2 out of the 3. As Knapp throws the ball away, it's taken away by Gilman all the way, lay it up and in. Gilman's got 7, 46-27 with 30 seconds to play in the quarter. As Jones drives, blocking foul. That's a good call. Sevier stepped out in front of him and got run over. Yeah. That's 5 now on each side, and the first on Sevier. Preston has the ball out of bounds with 27 seconds to play. Get it into Knapp. Brecker lets the traffic go by, get it back outside. Back to, now back down low, back to Knapp. Fall-away jumper is no good, but he's fouled. Coach trying to say I had my hands straight up in the air, but the officials aren't buying it. as Coates draws his second. And that's 6 team fouls now, on the Bruins, and they're out of fouls for the rest of the game.
Knapp will have a chance here to stretch that lead back to 20 or 21.
First one is short. Logan Pittard comes back in. Aiden Coates will go back to the bench. Pittard, their leading scorer in the game, has a dozen here today.
Yeah, hit some threes, done a good job for him.
As Knapp a little flat and short, and rebound foul on the rebound goes against Cade Lords, and that's 3 on him. In case you weren't with us earlier in the pregame show, Tyler Linhart not playing for about the next 10 days. We got run over the other night against Blackfoot, suffered a concussion, and he's in the concussion protocol and has to be out at least 10 days. Swinging into the corner. As the three-pointer there put up by Gelman is no good. Gets his own rebound, tries to throw it back to Pittard, and the clock will run out before anybody else can touch the ball. So Preston will lead by 19 as we go to the fourth quarter here tonight. 46-27 the lead. Fourth quarter brought to you by Webb Funeral Home. We'll go there next here on KACH.
KACH.
Webb Funeral Home, established in Preston in 1925, has served the needs of Franklin County families and their neighbors for several generations. Now in their modern new full-service facilities just off Highway 91 south of Preston, Webb Funeral Home continues to offer caring and professional services to all residents of the area in their time of need. Funeral directors Douglas Webb, Ron Smaley, and Jordan Webb, along with aftercare specialist Jody Rasmussen, thank you for your trust in them and welcome your questions and concerns anytime. A message from your friends at Webb Funeral Home.
When you're on the hunt for your next vehicle, you would be wise to hunt the lot at West Motor Ford in Preston. If you don't find the new or pre-owned vehicle that you're looking for, they will help you search the country high and low for the exact vehicle for you. At West Motor Ford in Preston, they also buy good used vehicles. You need cash now? Bring a good used vehicle to West Motor Ford and they'll write you a check. West Motor Ford in Preston.
WestMotorCompany.com.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Again, Preston has the ball to start the fourth. Larson back into the game. Try to get it down low to Knapp, but a great defensive play by Sevier to knock it away. And then knocked it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Indians right in front of their own bench.
Yeah, Brecker was wide open under the hoop there for a second, but then Twin Falls back in.
Jones, Hamlin in the corner for 3. Long. Roberts has the rebound inside. Back to Larson, and he gets blocked and fouled by Pittard. Pittard draws his first. That's 7 on the team. And free throws here for Rhett Larson. Rhett 0 for 1 from the line here today. And first one here rolls out. And today's game brought to you by Franklin County Medical Center, providing you the best care in all the Cache Valley. Franklin County Medical Center, 44 North 1st East here in Preston. Second one by Larson. That one is good. Rhett's got 10. That's, check that, 9, I should say. That ties his season high that he had against Mountain Crest the other night. As it comes back over to Dickerson, 3 from the left side, no good. Knapp has that rebound. As he gets away from Pritter, now he'll bring the ball up the floor. Back to Hamlin, looks at the 3, bounce it down low. Back to Knapp, and Brecker's fouled.
Well, he got ridden down the lane there by the Twin Falls player. Didn't get a chance to get a shot up.
Brecker's a little upset by the way he's being treated today. They're really muscling up and been bodying on him pretty hard. As the first shot by Knapp is no good.
Yeah, nothing. Seeing a couple baskets go through the hoop for him won't cure, I think, but we get another chance at free throw here.
Alex Coates, the junior, draws the foul for Twin Falls. Knapp will make that one, and he has 7 in the game. Moffitt comes back into the game as Alex Coates will leave. 48-27, 21-point lead for the Indians. 7:10 to play in regulation. Back to Pittard, swings it back over the corner. Bad pass. Dickerson could not able to save it as the pass came down the baseline and almost went out of bounds.
Yeah, Dickerson had a wide open 3 if Pittard could have found him there.
Jones in the backcourt being hassled by Dickerson as he gets across the timeline. He'll give it back to Hamlin. Comes around the screen, set by Knapp. Back to Larson, holds it up over his head. Entry pass down low, goes to Knapp. Brecker tries to fight his way up, and a foul there committed by Moffitt.
Yeah, I think they'll get Moffitt, yeah.
No, they called it on Pittard?
Oh, on Pittard.
Wow. That's 2. I could have sworn that was a bit against Moffitt.
Yeah.
So Brecker back to the line. That one rolls in.
23,
Sutton Plew back in as Andy Gelman will go back to the bench for Twin Falls. And Knapp back to the free throw line again, who has really had to battle today for all of his 9 points as he makes that free throw, making them both. 50-27.
Oh, there we
go. As Brecker takes the ball away and then steps out of bounds.
Yep.
Tried to tippy-toe right along the sideline right in front of the student section, but he
must have stepped out. It was hard to see from here, but the ref was standing right by him.
got those big 13s on the line. If you wore an 11, he'd been okay.
Yep.
As it's taken away by Jones, tried to find Hamlin, and it's going to go back over to Twin Falls. Nice play by Sevier to throw it off of Hamlin and keep the ball offensively for his side.
Yeah, Jones threw the ball to where I thought Hamlin would be on the break, but Hamlin wasn't quite there yet.
50-27. 6.5 to play here in the fourth quarter. Preston just trying to get through this one and get people healthy again, whether it's the flu or Linhart out with his concussion. And make sure you don't get anybody else nicked up before that game with Hillcrest next week as they throw it away. Comes back to Roberts. Hamlin wants to drive baseline, gets cut off. Back to Roberts. He'll look out top, dribble behind his back, try to get away from Dickerson, can't. So he'll pull the ball back out near the timeline and again goes behind his back as Hamlin picks it up, gives it back to Jones. Jones being hassled there by Plew, gives it to Larson at the right elbow, back to Jones now in front of the Preston bench. Wants to drive, lob it down low, too tall to get it to Larson, and it goes out of bounds.
Cam Hobbs back into the game.
Hobbs going to come back in. Jones will go to the bench. 50-27. There was one other conference game today played, Lyle, as they'll drive. Dickerson has it in the left corner. Bounce it back in the corner. Back to Plew. Can't get away from Larson, so they get it back down low. Sosa ball back outside. Sevier drives, put it up, in, count the basket. Keegan Sevier with his first 2 points in the game. Steve Roberts got called for the foul, his first. Pocatello played earlier today, and they beat Bear River of Utah 62-47.
So they bounced back from that loss to Century the other night.
Yes, they did. As Sevier misses the free throw. Ryan Pace had 18 in that game, and Julian Bowie had 12.
Century beat Logan last night at Logan.
As driving all the way, Hobbs has the layup. 52-29, 5 minutes left here in regulation. As Gavin Quigley is going to check in. He doesn't play much at all at the varsity level. Good rebound inside by Moffitt and puts it back in.
Yeah, 20-point game. Both coaches going deeper into their bench.
Knapp turns, free throw line. As Moffitt tried to reach in, almost tied it up, and a foul on a three-point shot for Hobbs, as the foul will go against Plew, and he fouls Hobbs. He'll go to the line to shoot 3. Fourth quarter of tonight's game brought to you by Webb Funeral Home. Remember, their compassionate staff will help you in your time of need. Call 852-0533. You know them, you trust them, and they're here to stay.
Hobbs makes the first 2. He'll get a third.
Gives him 11 in the game. Well short of his season high. He had 20 in the game against Syracuse.
Yeah, capable scorer. Junior guard.
And now back to the line to try the third. And he missed that one. Rattled in and came out. So it stays 54-31. Preston by 23. Hobbs had it, took it away as it was knocked down the floor. They're going to say it was off Hobbs as Cam was running down the floor lobbying the officials saying it was off them.
Yeah, the ball was clearly going out. No one was going to catch the ball, so start lobbying the official. Get an early start.
Inside, Sosa ball. About a 13-foot jumper, misses by several feet. It comes to Roberts, try to get it back up the floor. As they save it on the floor, it comes to Dickerson. Back to Sosa ball. Gets it back to Mix, down low, lay it up and in. Mix gets the free throw and the timeout on the floor called by the Twin Falls Bruins. 3:59 to play, 54-33. Preston leads by 21. We're back right after this.
KACH.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
KACH.
Officials over at the scores table during the timeout, as you look at the scoreboard on mylocalradio.com, checking on timeouts, as I think Preston thought there was a discrepancy, and they came around and they say, no, each team has 2 timeouts remaining.
Yeah, probably won't matter. Preston up 21 here with 4 minutes to go in the game.
They get it into Roberts, as Steve will push it up the back, far sideline against double team. Back to Lords. Quickly it comes to Knapp in the front court. Back to Jones, just back into the game. Back to Knapp, swing it back outside to Lords again.
Yeah, good patience.
Lords will give it to Roberts. Get it back to Jones right in front of the Preston bench to a cutting Hobbs, and he's fouled going to the bucket. Jared Mix called for the foul. His first, and that's 10 now on Twin Falls here in the second half. As Hobbs will shoot 2 anyway, so it won't matter as of right now. And he makes the first, and that gives him a dozen.
Yeah, Hobbs was scoreless in that first half, so he's come out with a good, strong second half here.
Gavin Quigley was in for a moment, now leaves as Aiden Coates comes back in. As Hobbs will miss the second. Nice rebound by Lords and puts it back in. Caden gets his first 2 points of the game, and it's 57-33. And he goes off of Hobbs and out of bounds.
Yeah, good hustle play. That was pure hustle by Lords and timing to grab the rebound at the right spot.
Preston averages 62 points a game, and they're right on that pace. They've gotten over 70 twice this year, and their most in game was 75 as Hobbs with
it's a kick. Yeah, he's just causing all kinds of problems for the Twin Falls guards.
In the hockey vernacular, that would be a kick save and a beauty. So the ball comes back into Sevier. To Coates at the elbow, back outside, back to Mix. Wants to drive, puts it up over Knapp. It goes in, and a foul.
Mix, he's one of the smallest guys on the floor, Dan, yet he keeps getting in there to get inside shots somehow. Credit to him.
And Caden Lords draws the foul, and that's going to be 4 on him, and he's going to come out as Will Hamlin now will come back into the game. 57-35 as Mix goes to the free throw line and makes it. He's made 3 from the stripe here today, and he has a total of 9 points in the game. Driving all the way, Hobbs has another layup. They're not easy, but he gets them to go down. 59-36. Drive out of the corner, back outside to Sevier. Lines up a long 3, just missed as it comes out. Knapp has the rebound there for the Indians. Fourth quarter brought to you by Webb Funeral Home. Give them a call in your time of need at 852-0533. Roberts has it, swings it over to Knapp, top of the key. Hobbs, the 3 from the right corner, good again.
Good find by Knapp.
His second 3 of the game, 62-36, right on the Indians' average for the year. Back out top, Mix. Wanted to take a three. Hobbs closed out on him pretty quickly, so instead he drives, misses it. Hamlin has the rebound as it comes back out to Hobbs again with 2:12 to play. Knapp traveled.
Yeah.
Couldn't decide if he wanted to pass or keep going toward the basket, and he did neither one.
Yeah, he had Jones in the corner, waiting for a three. Just couldn't quite find him.
Brett Larson will come back in. Brecker Knapp will leave with 9 points today. And Mix will bring the ball back up the floor again, give it back to Coates. Bounce, swing pass inside, back to Coates. He wants to drive, but he's fouled. Larson will draw the foul. That'll be number 3 on Rhett. And it's going to send Aiden Coates to the free throw line. Don't forget, today's game is brought to you by Rounds & Associates Insurance. With all the options they have for you and all your insurance coverage needs, stop in and get your competitive quote today. 85 South State Street in Preston, or call them at 852-2500. That's 852-2500. As Coates misses the first of the free throws. Still looking for his first points of the game here this afternoon. And his second free throw is good.
You have to wonder how different Twin Falls would be if they had Ball, their
exactly.
big kid who's 6'7", 6'8", started for him last year.
And he's flat out their best player, but he's hurt and hasn't played in the last 2 or 3 games. Jones across the top of the key. Will pull it back out, wants to drive again. Oh, nice pass to Roberts. Backdoor look for the layup. There's not only you wonder what the difference would have been in this game, but also last night when they lost by 6 to Minico.
Yeah, exactly. Didn't play in that one either, from what we understand,
It's down low. Purcell gets the layup. Makes it 64-39. Hobbs runs into Mix, who bodies up on him again, and that'll be the foul, and Hobbs will shoot 2.
Obvious 2 fouls, just called the second one.
That's 2 on Mix, and now Hobbs back to the free throw line to shoot a pair with Twin Falls in the double bonus. And the first one is good. In today's game brought to you by Stokes Market True Value. With fresh deli and fresh meats and now fresh sushi made daily as well. Stokes Market True Value, 217 South State Street in Preston, as Hobbs makes them both. Hobbs now with 18 in the game. 2 points off his season high. Back out, Mix outside the 3-point line. Won't shoot that. He'll hand it off to Sevier. Swing it back over to Dickerson on the left side. Comes across the top of the key. Goes back to Mix. Free throw line extended right. Again, skip passes. Comes back to Sevier for a 3. No good. Lords runs into a couple of players, including his own people. And he is fouled. As the foul will go on Coates. And now Cade Lords is going to go to the free throw line.
Lords has done excellent work on the boards tonight, Dan. I have him for 8 rebounds. He'll get a chance to add to his scoring total here at the line.
So here's Lords at the line. This one well in the refrigerator for the Indians to steal a line from Chick Hearn. As Lords misses the first one, and they'll start looking forward to next Wednesday when Hillcrest comes to town for the first of 2 meetings this year. Second shot. Rattles around, misses them both, did Cade. 51 seconds to play, 66-39. As Mix can't get a shot, gives it back outside. Coates turns, free throw line. Shot just a little short. Tapped around by Purcell a couple of times, throws it back up. No. Tries to get the rebound, but Hobbs up high to take it away with 33 seconds left. Preston will get it up into the front court and then just kind of sit on it and let the clock run. As it goes to Hobbs, out in front of him too far, and it's a turnover as the ball goes out of bounds.
Yeah, Hobbs and Jones look at each other and say, boy, we lost an opportunity there. We had a layup.
So the Indians able to hold Twin Falls well into their season average of 53 as Mix makes that little runner along the baseline. And it's 66-41, and the clock runs with 3, 2, 1, and Preston will win it today by the final score of 66-41. Preston improves their record on the year to 11-1. They've won 4 straight, and they're not playing real well, but they'll wait for Hillcrest coming up on Wednesday.
Yeah, Hillcrest, that'll be a great one. Should hopefully have a great crowd out, community support, because that'll be a big game.
So today's game brought to you in part by Motor Jungle at 597 North State Street in Preston. They'll do all the repairs that you are looking for, from oil changes to engine replacement. It's Motor Jungle, inviting you to stay tuned. The postgame show is coming up right after this. Tonight's game has been brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meats and produce, and now preparing and selling sushi. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Dental Care, when you have an occasion where you need someone to take care of your teeth, call Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care. Rounds & Associates Insurance Agency, an independent agency with many options for all of your insurance needs. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, we have all the parts you need to take care of your car. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park region of Preston. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Liberty Mutual. And by Motor Jungle, they'll fix the cars that other mechanics will refuse to touch. Now, stay tuned for the postgame show, coming right up.
Franklin County Medical Center Sports Therapy and Rehabilitation Services is dedicated to helping you live your best life. We have trained professional staff to help you improve your athletic endurance and so much more. Whether you are recovering from injury or surgery or need some basic athletic training, we work hard to get you back to doing what you love most. Our speech pathologist can also assist with communication, language, or other speech issues. Learn more about our services at fcmc.org.
Here is a great idea for lunch today, or any day. Try the Fresh Buffet Bar in the deli at Stokes Market in Preston, with a different theme every day, but enough variety that anyone can enjoy it any day. There's also the Fresh Salad Bar, so you can mix and match your favorite salad fixins to create your very own best salad. Now that your mouth's watering, add one more thought: the convenience. Every item on the buffet is ready to eat now. The Fresh Buffet Bar, another reason to shop, enjoy, save at Stokes Market in Preston.
We had no winner on Friday in the KCH Money Magnet Contest, and since I will be out of town on Monday, we'll be adding $5 for each of those 2 days to the jackpot, and your next chance to win will come up Tuesday morning, and the jackpot will be worth $155. Be listening Tuesday morning during the 7 o'clock hour. It's the KCH Money Magnet Contest. $155 in the jackpot right here on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KCH.
A proud member of the Co-op. We save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston.
This is the Preston Indians postgame show. Coming up, we'll recap tonight's game, take a look at the final stats, and a look at other games from around the area on the Ron Keller Tires scoreboard. Well, we welcome you back in here as the Preston Indians knock off the Twin Falls Bruins 66-41. They extend their winning streak back out to 4 games, and they've extended their overall season record to 11-1, as now they're asked to kind of turn the corner on the season, and things will start to get a lot more difficult from here.
Yeah, great win here tonight for the Indians. You come out and do what you need to do and get a nice win by a comfortable margin. But, yeah, hopefully you're fully back in the swing after the Christmas break and tuned up, because we know Hillcrest will be good. And, Hillcrest kind of sees us as a team that they might see at state. We see them the same way. And I think both teams will come out and give their A game here Wednesday night.
For the Indians, who kind of in the second quarter, the offense just kind of got a little sluggish, but they end up with a big second half, and they end up scoring 4 points over their season average. They're averaging 62 points a game, which is the top mark in the conference between the three teams, and they end up scoring 66 tonight overall.
Yeah, really revved it up there in that second half, about almost 40 points there in that second half. So great job by the Indians. And we talked about in the first half, some of the shots just weren't falling that might normally fall, and you expect those to even out maybe over time. But a really good job in the second half for the Indians to take care of business here with Twin Falls.
You know, for so many games, they looked forward to a Drew Jones to come in and score. But today it was Cam Hobbs who led the way.
Yeah, Jones really led the way in that first half, and then Hobbs came in the second half and very aggressively drove to the basket, was able to hit free throws. Great job by Hobbs to have a great second half after being held scoreless in that first half.
Greg Hobbs was just 2 points off his season high. He finished the game with 18 tonight. As far as the Twin Falls Bruins go, we touched on it a little bit during the game that you wonder how things would have gone a little bit differently if they would have had Zach Ball available to them. But they got Logan Pittard into the game, and he led them with a dozen.
Yeah, Pittard's a good player for them. Purcell's a good player. Once they get the ball back, you know, this is a team that will get better as they go on. As you mentioned during the broadcast, Dan, Twin Falls is a pretty young team. They're still growing into who they are, and they'll round into form in that. We don't play them in district anymore, but they'll round into form as they go along.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Glenn took them to state last year in his first year with the team. And you certainly have to think they'd have that ability again, but right now they're mired in the middle of that 7-team conference that we used to be in.
Yeah, and you know, of course we've already seen Burley, and we know they're a good team. You know, Canyon Ridge and Wood River, lots of teams there to contend with in that district. But you know, I think this is the only time we play Twin Falls this year. And Coach Jones mentioned normally we do a home and home with them, but just the way the schedule worked out, this is our only meeting of the year unless we see them at state. And so we won't do a return trip to Twin.
No, we won't, unfortunately. But the Indians able to come up with a victory here tonight, 66-41, as they extend their winning streak out. They are now 10-1 and get ready for the tough part of the schedule here, as the number of home games now start to disappear as well, as they only have about 3 home games left on the season. So Preston's now 11-1. We'll take a timeout, and we will come back and look at the stats, brought to you by Naylor Insurance. That's coming up next.
KACA.
We all have had a time in our lives where having insurance has been of great comfort and has helped to not make a bad situation worse. That is what we at Naylor Insurance take pride in, being that friend there to help you when you need it most. At Naylor Insurance, we will work hand in hand to find an affordable insurance plan that works for you. We are proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your commercial insurance needs, including a wide variety of options through Liberty Mutual Insurance. Call us at 852-0810. Naylor Insurance, 153 North State in Preston.
The Preston Indians are back at Preston Gym on Wednesday night in a game of top 5 teams. The top-ranked Hillcrest Knights come to town, and it'll be a tough matchup for the Indians, who come in ranked 3rd in the polls. This could be a potential state final preview, so this will be a game that you don't want to miss. Join Lyle Fuller and myself for the call between the Indians and the Knights. Pregame shows at 7:15 and the tip-off at 7:30 on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH and on mylocalradio.com, your home for Preston sports.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Back here to the postgame show as the Indians win it today 66-41. Our look at the stats from today's game brought to you by Naylor Insurance, with many options to serve you with home, health, life, and auto through Liberty Mutual. Naylor Insurance, 153 North State Street in Preston, or call them at 852-0810. For the Bruins tonight, they finished with Tegan Sevier with 2 points in the game. Aiden Coates had 1. Andy Gelman came off the bench and had 7 in the game, while Will Purcell finished the game with 6. Lance Moffett with 2. Jared Mix had a dozen, and Logan Pittard also finished the game with a dozen points. They were 4 for 12 from the free throw line, and they made 3 shots from behind the three-point arc.
The Preston Indians, Dan, to get to that 66-point mark, the Indians went 19 out of 34 overall on twos, 5 for 14 on threes, and 13 out of 22 from the free throw line. After only attempting 3 free throws in that first half, the Indians attempt 19 in the second half. Overall, 13 out of 22 from the line. Individual scoring-wise for the Indians, Cam Hobbs, again, scoreless in the first half, 18 in the second half to pace the Indians tonight. He goes 4 for 6 on twos, 2 for 3 on threes, and 4 for 7 from the line. Drew Jones, 13 points tonight, 4 for 6 on twos, 1 for 4 on threes, and 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Those are those technical free throws that Drew shot. Steve Roberts, another strong game from Steve. He goes 4 for 5 from the field, 0 for 1 on threes for 8 points. Roberts also had 7 rebounds by my count, and Hobbs had 5 tonight as well. Rhett Larson, 9 points, the strongest game we've seen from Rhett for a while. 9 points, he goes 4 for 6. And 1 for 3 on free throws. Cade Lords played. He goes 1 for 4 and 0 for 2 from the line for 2 points. And again, I have 8 rebounds in the game for Cade Lords. Came in and played good defense and rebounded the ball well. Will Hamlin came in 0 for 1 on twos and 2 for 6 on threes for 6 points for Will. The Indians led 27-18 at halftime, and they bumped that lead out, and they finished with a 66-41 victory.
So for the Indians, a good showing overall on the night as they win their 11th of the year, and now await Hillcrest coming up on Wednesday. We await Coach Jones. He's still back in the locker room, so we'll take our last time out. We'll come back. We'll have our Rouse Construction Player of the Game, and hopefully get a chance to talk to the coach coming up right after this.
KACA.
Rouse Construction has been building quality homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston for years. Now they're breaking ground on Phase 3 and will have homes available again soon. However, now is the time to be planning exactly in the Phase 3 lots where you want to be and eventually call home. For more information, call 435-232-1837. Rouse Construction can have a home ready for you before you know it. Remember, they have floor plans available, or they can build to suit a floor plan that you may desire. Rouse Construction. Call today, 435-232-1837.
In the fairy tale, the lion needed to have a thorn removed from his paw. So it is in real life. Every so often our tires pick up thorns and debris that need to be removed so that our world can keep going round. When it happens to you, think Motor Jungle. Motor Jungle can help you with all of your tire needs, whether you need a new set, your current tires need rotated, or to remove the occasional thorn. Motor Jungle is the go-to guy, tackling the jobs other mechanics turn down. Motor Jungle at the north end of State Street.
We all have those times when we need to see someone due to oral pain or discomfort. That is when you need to see Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care. When it comes to the health of your teeth, we should always strive for perfection and settle for excellence. Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care is the comfortable and professional general dentist that we all need from time to time. Contact Preston Dental Care today and make an appointment. Call 852-3700. That's 852-3700. Take the first step to healthier teeth and gums. Call Preston Dental Care, 208-852-3700.
KACH.
See if you're watching us on mylocalradio.com. We're joined by Coach Tyler Jones here after the victory today for the Indians. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm interested to get your thoughts on the game because it kind of was a weird game. The officiating was a little back and forth. We got a little we got shots that wouldn't go down for us in the first half, and then things started to fall in the second half.
Yeah, no, exactly. First half was just kind of. I mean, we had a really good start. The first minute or two jumped out, and then we missed a bunch of gimmies. I thought our effort, everything kind of got. And they give them credit because that's how they wanted to play. They're kind of
right.
They're physical. They're scrappy. They're really aggressive, and they kind of get you playing their style. Then it kind of took the air out of the ball a little bit, and we struggled and we got a little rattled. And I thought second half we came out defensively, kind of set the tone, and that led to our offense getting some easy baskets, and we got some good runouts.
What did it do to your rotation patterns with not having Tyler available today?
And a lot of that goes into that too, is just a little bit different rotation, and people normally know when they're coming in, and they know all that. And I thought the other guys came in tonight and did some good things. Chevy, I thought the third quarter gave us a great energy boost. At halftime, I challenged him, just our effort. There were a lot of loose balls, things that we weren't, given the effort that if we're going to be a really good team, need to give, and we got to start doing the little things better. And I thought the second half we did that.
Yeah, with the Indians tonight, I thought, one of the difference was Hobbs came out in the second half and played angry. I thought he really made an effort to get to the rim and had several layups and did a great job after being held scoreless in that first half. Thought that was a big boost.
Exactly, and that's what we need. Those guys, each night's different, but Cam, he can be so good, and he's so good at attacking the basket, and he gave us a huge boost in that second half.
Brecker struggled to get shots to go down tonight, but I thought his perseverance wasn't going to be swayed. He was still very physical and very emotional on the floor.
Yeah, he's our leader. He's our senior. He's been through it, and early just couldn't get any of those to go, but he kept battling, and he's always going to give you 100% effort. And how many rebounds did he get tonight? Do you know?
I've got him with 6, but I'm probably a little shy. I had him with 13 the other night, and I think you guys officially had him with 17.
Yeah, so he means a lot to our team and his toughness.
Yeah, and Cade Lords, I thought, I wanted to give a shout-out to him on the boards. I had him with 8 rebounds tonight. He struggled to see the ball go in the basket, but he contributed in other ways. I thought that was really good.
Oh, yeah, he's probably one of our top defenders and always energy guys, and you need that. You need a little bit from everybody, and I thought Will came, hit a couple shots. Chevy gave us some energy, so the bench was good tonight.
Well, it's a good win, and here we go. Now Hillcrest comes in on Wednesday night.
Yeah, number 1 team in the state. Really good. I mean, it's gonna be a tough test. They have 4 guards that can all shoot it from anywhere, deep. A couple of the best players in the state. 4A level, the Kessler brothers, senior last year, he hit the buzzer beater against us up there. The big kid Davis in the middle is just a phenomenal athlete, and they're very experienced. 3 of those have started for 3 years, and they're going to be a challenge. But we're at home, and our kids, they're very capable also, and they're going to bring their best effort, and it should be a lot of fun. Hopefully we can pack this place on Wednesday night.
I was just going to say, I'll give you 10 seconds to implore people to come out and join us.
If you want to see some good basketball, and come Wednesday night, I guarantee you'll see it. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we need our crowd here because they give us a huge boost. It's the best place to play at in the state, and we need you.
Absolutely. We appreciate your time as always.
All right. Thank you.
Tyler Jones with us, head coach of the Preston Indians, as Preston wins it today 66-41. And before we go, Lyle, let's get to our Ralph's Construction Player of the Game.
Yeah, tonight, again, some worthy candidates, guys who contributed in different ways, but I think tonight we'll go with Cam Hobbs with those 18 second-half points. He also contributed 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and several deflections. I didn't chart the number of deflections, but he made life difficult for their guards out there with his length and anticipation. And great job by Cam Hobbs. We'll go with Hobbs for the player of the game of Ralph's Construction.
Ralph's Construction building new homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston as they're breaking ground on Phase 3. Now is the time to contact them about a lot or design that they can build for you. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837. Well, get a final thought for you before they turn the lights out on us.
Coming into this season with what we brought back, if you would have told me we'd be 11-1 right now, I'd say, boy, I'll take that in a heartbeat.
Right.
The Indians are riding high. They're playing pretty well and have a chance now to go up against a really good team in Hillcrest. It's not a district game, but it's a measuring stick game. and really interested to see how that one turns out, and obviously hope the Indians pull out a win.
Yeah, that's an interesting way to look at it, measuring stick game, and it certainly will be, and we'll look for you. Well, actually, you won't be here on Wednesday, will you?
I will be elsewhere, engaged Wednesday night, but I wish I was here, but I won't be.
Well, we'll have you here in spirit with us, and certainly we'll look forward to having you back the next time as well. Have a good night.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us tonight.
Thanks for being with me.
So that'll wrap it up for tonight as the Indians able to win it by the final score of 66-41. Our next game, as we mentioned a couple of times, comes up next Wednesday. Next game for the boys is next Wednesday against Hillcrest. Our next broadcast will be on Tuesday night when the Preston Lady Indians will be at Century as they'll continue conference play. That game against Hillcrest will be a 7:15 pregame show and a 7:30 tip-off here on Wednesday night. That'll wrap up our coverage for this evening. As the executive producer of KCH Radio Sports is Val Cook. Our studio coordinator tonight has been John Beverly. Our stage manager and video coordinator tonight has been John Slaughter. We'll remind you the final score. Preston wins 66-41. Until next time, for Lyle Fuller, I'm Dan Hubbard. Thanks for joining us and wish you a very pleasant good night from here at Preston Gym.
KACH.
We all have had a time in our lives where having insurance has been of great comfort. And
thank you for listening to the Preston Indians postgame show. This broadcast has been a production of Preston Broadcasting LLC and was intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Use of any portion of this production, its accounts or descriptions, in whole or in part, may not be used or rebroadcast without the express written permission of Preston Broadcasting LLC.